All right, good morning, everybody. It's your boy Crew, and we are back on the farm for some cake challenge farming today. We are joined by Mr. Slow Swede and Miss
Yo.
Amy Lou. All right, so today we have some uh, sugar beet harvesting that's going on, and we also have the field that's getting prepped up with the disc harrow. We just got the wheat taken care of the other day. We got the straw taken care of. So it looks like Amy might be working the disc harrow.
Yep.
And what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get some stuff over to the animals. So let me go grab trailer here. Actually, oh, you know what? I forgot my morning beginning stream scenario here. Give me just a second.
How dare you forget that?
I don't know. All right. Hey, morning squire. What's up, Mickey? How you doing, bro? So what do we got? Today's the 18th, right? So, as always, we start our stream off with our devotional, Max Lucado devotional. So, today, February 18th, you were washed, you were sanctified, you were justified in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ and by the Spirit of our God. The phrase in Jesus' name is not an empty motto or talisman, it's a declaration of truth. My cancer is not in charge, Jesus is. The economy is not in charge, Jesus is. The grumpy neighbor doesn't run the world, Jesus, you do. You, Jesus, are the head coach, CEO, president, king, supreme ruler, and absolute monarch, high and holy baron, czar, and overlord. Jesus, speak the word. Pray. Since God works, prayers work. Since God is good, prayer is good. And since you matter to God, your prayers matter in heaven. You're never without hope because you're never without prayer. And on the occasions you can't find the words to say, take these and use these. Father, you are good. I need help. Heal me and forgive me. They need help. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So I want to thank everybody for coming out yesterday. Last night we were also on Diablo 4 over on the other side, the green platform. And we had a great time over there. And today we are ready to get things going again on the farm. So let's get going. We're going to head over. Sweet, I assume you put all the extra stuff in the silo, correct?
Silo and at the tow barn.
Cool beans. And I'll go ahead and like put road through for all this stuff too. So, let's see. So right now we're going to get into buying some chickens, some cows. We're going to go get some feed for the cows.
I thought we were gonna make the chickens.
I mean, we were going to try and 3D print them, but that might take a while, and the 3D printer's out of ink. Turbo, what's up, Turbo? But the question is, what do we 3D print first, the egg or the chicken?
I guess whatever you need first.
Then we don't need a chicken.
I say the rooster. Say we 3D print the rooster. All right, so where's the? Oh, there it is, right back there. I always forget if you have to have the chickens first. I thought you could fill it up before you had the chickens, but maybe not. How you doing today, Turbo? Okay, so we're gonna buy 5 chickens, and we're gonna get 1 rooster. Okay, so they're good to go. And what is tip side? That's probably why. Yep, that's why. Tip side is on the other side. Hey, what's up, man?
Am I the only one here?
Mm,
Sibling one?
yeah,
I
DJ's here.
No, I mean sibling. Oh,
Yeah,
DJ's.
but as far as blood siblings,
Yes,
yeah,
as far
you're
as
the
blood
only
goes.
one, yeah. Okay, so they're fed. I'm doing okay, just woke up. Yeah, I woke up about 8:30, I guess.
Drew,
Yep.
you need to have a conversation with Josh.
Oh, yeah, why is that?
He sent snow my way.
Oh, good for him. He's learning. So special
No,
powers.
he's not.
Yeah, it's those special powers.
You know, he needs to make it snow at his house so that he can make a snowman with crew.
Now, you already did that. We're trying to get on the other side now.
No, good, okay.
How's it going, buddy?
Good, I just left my room. I woke up at like 9, but left my room. Okay, cool.
I have enough snow.
All right, we're going to go. Let's get the straw put in.
And we're doing some shopping tomorrow, I'm eating.
717 here in Ontario, California. I didn't even know there was an Ontario, California.
There wasn't one in Canada.
I'm in Ontario, but not in California.
Yeah, if you'd have just left it as Ontario, I'd have thought you were up in Canada. That's wild. All right, tip side. There's a California and Ohio. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is kind of wild, though, when you think about it. There's a lot of different, names and, stuff like that. That there's probably, without knowing every city in every state, there's probably a lot of names that we'd be fascinated by. Okay, time to get the cows. I think I'm going to buy me the older cows because we don't want to wait too long for these cats. Well, cows, you know what I meant. All right, we're going to start with 10. And we're going to need a lot more straw, I think, for these guys. So let's go grab some more straw. You live right by the Ontario International Airport. Oh, cool. What was that, Amy?
They're cute when they're babies.
That's true. But they don't make no milk when they're babies, so we ain't got time for babies. Until they make their own, of course. Whoa, slow down, crew. Whoops. Did I just dump wheat in there? I didn't mean to dump wheat. And I actually don't need to be over here. I'm looking for straw. There we go.
spotted a tornado in this game?
Have I ever seen the tornado?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at first, when the game first came out, we put it on, checked it out, saw what it did, and never touched it again.
You can walk through it.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I was like really fascinated by that. I'm like, I'm not even dealing damage.
Yep. Yeah, I thought the whole tornado thing was kind of... I think it was a desperate attempt to try to satisfy people's wants for weather changes, but they went about it the completely wrong way. Yeah, yep. Yeah, this game, the way they currently make the game, it's not ready for it's not ready for the weather stuff that, like, they need to really think about how to work that. Am I missing the loading zone? I think I am. It's probably outside. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, they need to look at a few other games and how they do seasonal changes before they do that here. Okay, let's go see if we have...
I mean, it's cool how they put it in, but I think they should have done like a lot more research than they did.
Yeah, I think they just had so many people that wanted to see weather changes other than just the rain and snow that they just threw something out there. Let's put a tornado. But it was completely the wrong way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need, we need to have like seasonal changes. You need to see better transitions from one season to the next. You need, there's a lot more that they have to do. Random events like a tornado would be cool, but the way that they've made the game for us as players, just incorporating it like that just is not like, wasn't the right way to go with it.
Right, yeah.
Because if you notice, have you ever seen, other than in the beginning of when Farm Sim came out, nobody's got that turned on as a regular scenario. People don't even have snow turned on as a regular scenario anymore. Nobody wants to deal with, the snow and all that stuff, so they have to rethink it. You never seen the tornado on there, Turbo? I got you. It's nothing really to light up about.
I have some screenshots, I believe, of the tornado that I seen, so I can probably post them in the Discord if Turbo's in the Discord.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, in fact, there's even generic markings on the fields that stay there all the time, even after. So, like, you can see where the tornado damage is going to be on the field and stuff. It's a little weird, to be fair.
I mean, it's good for people that like that kind of stuff all the time, but
nobody does. That's the problem.
yeah.
Oh, once the silage is out, you can't put silage back in. Okay. Good to know.
So I was watching this Storm Chaser off topic, and I asked him one time.
Oh wait, no, I ran out. Sorry. Yeah, keep talking.
What's your favorite type of storm to chase?
Right.
And like, he was like in a convoy, so I had him ask like everybody he was chasing with, and one person said tornadoes, and then he's like, "Are you insane? I will chase tornadoes, but my favorite are snowstorms and hurricanes."
Oh, okay.
Snowstorms are more his top favorite though, because it's pretty.
It's what he likes. Yeah, everybody's got a different like.
Well, that, and he's not damaging his windshield if golf ball size hail hits the windshield.
Yeah.
So like, it's just different things, and a lot of them said, "Are you crazy when it's cold?" And he's like, "I'd rather it cold than paying like $5,000 out for a new windshield."
Well, let us dump it. It will. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's the beauty of what we do, right? We got tons of people in the world, and many of them like to
Yep.
do, different things. And
what I found cool was each storm chaser said something different and had a different perspective and point about that specific storm.
yeah, of course.
Which, in that case, that's what I like about different people. Like, obviously, you're not gonna have, like, let's say, Crew, you liked doing wheat, but you didn't like stone picking. Swede liked stone picking, but he didn't like growing wheat.
Yeah.
Like, prospectively, I don't like doing cotton, but I will do it.
Sure.
But it's, now that I can, like, process the cotton a little bit more on this game, I do plan on doing a little bit of cotton on my farm, but, like, like, there's those people that are like, oh, you can't do that because I don't like it, or, like, it should never be a thing in this world. Like, do what you want to do and do what you like to do. If it's on a video game, like, if it's a video game and you've done that and you don't like it, it's farming simulator. Just cultivate your field if you planted the wrong thing and restart over.
Yeah.
But
Turbo said he
or
would
wait
love to
till
be a
it grows,
tornado
harvest it, and
chaser.
then sell it. It's not
Yeah.
like a lot of people think it's rocket science. Like, it's really not.
Nah, well, one thing we learn in this world is that a lot of people make a lot of stink about a lot of things that are really irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's just human nature,
Yeah. Most literally, yep.
That's why when we always have conversations about video games, you'll have, like, when I play that Neo game and the Elden Ring and stuff like that, I'm always saying, just put a difficulty setting on the game. This way, everybody can play the game, and they can play it the way they want to play it. But you have the purists who will say, well, it's the genre of the game, and if you don't like it, then just go play Farm Sim. And it's like, that's not the point. The point is, I would play your game, but my skill set
Right.
doesn't allow me to defeat the bosses the way you can. For whatever reason, maybe my hand-eye coordination isn't what it used to be, or maybe, I've seen young people play Elden Ring and can't defeat the boss. I've seen middle-aged, I've seen old. It doesn't really matter. It just is a skill set. But if you do like most games and you put a difficulty level, then I can experience the game. I can buy your game. I can then talk about your game. I can stream
That
your
really
game.
scared me for a second.
Yeah. And it's like, I just don't understand why it's so difficult to understand that concept. But some people are purists. It's like baseball. There's people that didn't want the American League and the National League to play each other until the World Series because that's the way it was when it started. It's like, yeah, but it's not going to work that way anymore. The amount of money that is there to be had, it's going to change. Rob, how it going? Hi there, crew. What's up, buddy? How are you, Big Scoop?
Like, when the Toronto Blue Jays first started years ago, there was a team that said that Canada should not have a baseball team because they don't have the capacity for it.
Right. Oh, Swedes
So in
smacking me in the
2015,
face.
or no, 1998, I think it was, or something like that. They actually won the World Series.
Yeah. They actually
2015, they came
90
very, very
1995. They beat my team.
something like that.
They beat my team.
And they said in 2015 they came very close to winning it again.
Mm-hmm.
And again this year they got all the way up to like the final team. Like it was basically whoever got that win was
Yeah.
won the World Series. So
Yeah.
like still to this day the teams will now they're accepting the Blue Jays like their actual baseball, but
Well, I mean, they had the
No, they're
Montreal
still
Expos
looking
for the longest time.
Yep.
You know, and I was disappointed that they got rid of the team. You know, it was a shame because you know those that I think they turn out pretty good for
Yep.
the Canadian baseball.
Yep, they're still around. They actually start spring training on Saturday, so
Yep. Yeah, my team they're doing their thing, and hey, sweet, looks like we got grass ready for cutting.
Okay,
But,
okay.
If you want to get that started up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's just like anything else in this world. You got the people who look at things objectively. You got people that look at
Yep.
things closed-minded. You have people that look at things too open-minded. So it's just life. You know, for me, just from a gaming perspective, I'm always gonna be the person who wants games to be for everybody, and just let the community sort it out and how it's gonna go.
like when I first started playing 19, it was like just after it came out, and I'm like, this game is so glitchy. So I came across a streamer, I think it was Tony, I think it was. He was on 19 or something like that, and I said, this game is so glitchy, and he's like, well, it just came out, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I was like pretty much new to gaming at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, you know, it's gonna level out, and I'm like, alright. So I installed it back because I had uninstalled it because I'm like, I'm not playing this glitchy game. And he was right, like after a few updates it did level itself out, so when I got 22 it came to a shock with me again because like, you know, I wasn't used to it because 19 leveled itself out so much that I didn't think of it, and
Sure.
then 25 came around, and I'm like, okay, I know this is happening. This is gonna be glitchy. It's gonna level itself out. I'm gonna be fine. So, like, I mean, I didn't know how I felt about 25 when it first came out, but now it's like adjusting myself between 22 and 25
Yeah.
because I have someone that I game with on 22. So like
Gotcha.
when I play that and then I come back to 25, I'm like, whoa, this is like a whole new game again.
Well, yeah, that's what's kind of funny when there's some streamers I'll hear and they'll say there's no difference between 22 and 25, and I do think there's a difference.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference. Definitely.
You know, look, the game, and me and Sweet have knocked the game a lot, 22, 25, but we knock it for the reasons that are within the game, right? Connectivity, mods coming out that aren't working properly. You know, are we testing the mods properly? You know, to me, the problem is we don't know the answers. We have what everybody in the community says, but I've never seen so for example, let's say I'm a modder and I create a plow. So I send the plow to Giants for them to review it and put it up in the mod hub. That plow should be ran by Giants on a field in the game to make sure it drops down correctly, to make sure it raises up correctly, to make sure when it gets to the end of the row, it gets the entire row and doesn't leave little tiny bits at the end. Those are the things that I would assume that a tester, right? A tester, somebody who is testing the product in real time on a real map and use it on different maps and make sure. Now, from what I've been told, not by Giants, but by people in the community, that all they do is look at the mod from a technical perspective, and they never actually test them on the game itself. As long as it meets the criteria from a technical standpoint, they let it through. And then they use us to go and play them. And if we complain about it, it eventually maybe gets back to them. But that's the wrong way to go about it, because you're making the consumer frustrated. You should have 4 or 5 people in a room that when the mods hit, their job is to test them. And you test them on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And they don't hit the mod hub unless they work correctly. You know, in theory, that's how that should go and happen.
Right.
But we've all had mods that, now I get some things are different. You know, there's a difference between a mod that's not working and disconnecting multiplayer. You know, there's some technical aspects. If I'm trying to connect with somebody that has bad internet, that's not Giant's fault. I mean, heck, even Swede, he just updated his router because a couple games that he would play multiplayer, he just kept getting kicked. Now, your initial reaction is like, this game sucks. I can't play multiplayer. But he looked into it and he found that his router, he upgraded his router and hasn't had a problem since. So there are differences in the game. The AI usage on 25 is much different, you know, than 22. There's improvements that they're trying to make, but, you know, I just think that there's some troubleshooting that should happen before we get the game. Or not the game, the mods. And you know, there's another thing too that I think is interesting to look at. If you take a look at a game like ATS and ETS, other than ETS 2, right? Wasn't that the newer, didn't they have an original Euro Truck? And then they came out with Euro Truck 2, right? Other than that, all they do is keep updating the original game. Like ATS has been out for how long? 10, 12 years? And all they do is drop DLCs for the maps or for the states. They have the workshop that you can get whatever you want. And then they have updates that they do. Like most recently, they, what is it, 1.58 or something that just came out now? So there's something to be said for Giants maybe looking into something like that. Change their way. Make a base game just farming simulator. And then you drop the updates in that update everything for the game. This way they don't have to recreate a brand new game. Yeah, Animal Crossing, that came out. All they do is update it. There's no Animal Crossing 2 unless, you know, they eventually make one. I don't know. But it's an interesting concept that I think some games are looking at, or game developers, make the base game and just keep adding to it over time. And you don't have, because think about it, if they do Farm Sim 27, which I don't know, I'm thinking they might not be doing now, because I would think we would hear something about it already. Because if they were doing that, that means it would come out this November. and I haven't heard nothing unless y'all did. But why not just, you know, they let's say they come out with Farm Sim 27. 95% of it is going to be just like Farm Sim 25 with a couple changes, just like 25. 90% of 25 is the same as 22, to the point where most people don't even think there is a difference. Turbo, he
Right.
said there is a big difference, just like I did. I think there's a big difference. Yeah. So, you know, I just, hey, what's up, Jaffa? So 90% of the game is the same. There's going to be subtle differences. But what happens is, if those subtle differences are just that subtle, people are going to be like, why am I spending $50 on a brand new game? It's the same game as before.
Yeah.
So why not make a base game and just add to it? Fortnite, right? Fortnite has never come out with Fortnite 2. All they do is update, add to the game. Why not do that and allow us the opportunity to not like think, oh, Farm Sim 27 is going to have hurricanes, can't wait. You know, you get the game and the only thing different is maybe the steering assist is a little better. And we have a new map. Ooh. Hey, Jaffa, I see you, homeboy. So,
Yeah, the things I noticed, like
oh,
ETS.
I can barely hear
ETS
you there,
make
Mr.
it.
Swede.
So the truck sim games,
Yeah,
for example, it comes to console. They were saying last year, but they put it on hold because they wanted the game works 100% before they shipped it out to console.
yeah, exactly.
And they told that in the beginning we don't get all the mods that all the people have. It's gonna come like an upgrade
Right.
in small batches. So
Okay.
they know it works.
Yeah,
But
makes sense.
In the gate, you don't want to have like what you have on PC and things like that.
Right.
That they were saying that because they want the game to work right out the gate
Oh, yeah, of
when
course.
they drop it.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's why they have hold it up for us so long.
Oh, absolutely. And
But
I guarantee.
I can buy that
Yeah, yeah, no
for
doubt.
$1 a day if every game, like, say, hey, okay, you need to turn on the brakes and take 2 steps back and see this or that is not working.
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna fix that, and then we're gonna release it when it's fixed.
But there's a fine line with that, too. Remember what happened with Skull and Bones?
Yeah, I know.
It got delayed so much, people, when it came out, were just like, screw it.
Yep.
So there is a fine line, but yes, if somebody's going to
Yeah.
come out and tell me, you know, look, we got American Truck Sim for console. It's going to be great. We love it. However, we were hopeful that it would come out, you know, let's say April, but we're probably going to have to delay it until like December because there's a lot of things that we're not happy with. We want you guys
Yeah,
to be able to connect. We
yeah,
want the modding community to be accurate. You know, we don't want to send it out there if you guys are not going to be able to do what we want you to do. That's cool, you know. I think if you know, asked 10 people,
That-
8 out of 10 would be okay with that.
Yeah, that's an honest answer from
Sure,
a developer.
sure. Yeah.
Right out the gate. We're
And
not
there's a
gonna
lot of stuff.
release it because we want
Yeah,
you to have the best experience of the game.
right. And there's a lot of stuff that's on the tech side that, you know I don't know. So I
exactly.
can't sit there and say, you know, it should be easy. I'm sure there's some
Yeah.
things that are difficult, but I do think there's things that are easy that they make difficult. But for me, it is a pipe dream. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's why I think for Giants, you know, I think they need to just have a sit down and discuss, you know, is this now really a game that we need, you know, 27, FS 29, FS 31, 33? You know, is that really what we need? Or do we need to try to put more emphasis? Because when you do that, there's a deadline, right? When you have a game that is going to be, let's say, FS 27, there's a deadline, and you need to get that done by the deadline. If you have a base game, the deadline is subjective. You could sit down and say, hey, we want to incorporate, you know, slightly better look to the crops and the ground. We want, what can we do to make the ground look like it does in, say, SnowRunner? Can we do that, guys? Can we do our game with SnowRunner ground mechanics? Is that possible? You don't have to worry about that being for FS 27 or 29 or 30. You just go and you work on it and you try to create it, and then it becomes an update and you speak about it. Say, hey, guess what, guys? We have brand new mechanics coming out where, and you give them real gameplay, not a cinematic trailer, a real gameplay trailer of the ground mechanics looking similar to, let's say, SnowRunner. Now, imagine weather plays a bigger role now in those mechanics. When it rains, it looks like Mud Runner and SnowRunner with huge puddles. Your crops can get jacked up, right? When it snows or gets cold, the mud tracks now are frozen, so you have a harder ground. You need a stronger plow. You need a different plow to get through the ground because now it's frozen, right? You're not going to get through that ground maybe the same way, right? There's a lot of different mechanics, and then incorporate real weather for the map you choose. We had that in 17 and 19, right? You had weather that was for that specific zone or that specific country. So if I'm playing in a Brazilian map, should I really have to turn snow off? Shouldn't snow already be off in Brazil? Right? You have whatever weather patterns there are for that area to actually be a part of that map. This way, because every map, if you think about it, every map that's played, unless you change the weather in the settings, they're all the same.
Yeah.
So why not think of that, like, you know, dropping a tornado, like that's kind of juvenile in my opinion. Let's work hard at coming up with new concepts and ideas that make the experience truly unique for each player. I think that would go a longer way for the players and for, you know, the game itself. I think it would speak volumes. I think what's happened is because there aren't too many competitive farming games out there, you get a little bit lax. You know, if you're the only game in town, what are you pushing, right? You're pushing little things like, oh, look, we have a brand new grass collector. Okay, so I can get that in the mod hub. And I can get it for free in the mod hub.
And the DLC should be free too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, imagine putting out a game
The game.
Yeah, you put out a game, let's say it costs $60, and you let it ride. You put the updates in it. I'm even, for me personally, I'm even okay. And it's like this with any game. If you want to charge $5 for some cosmetic stuff, like if you're playing a game like Elden Ring and you want to spend $5 so that your gear glows in the dark, that's fine. I don't care. Because it's there. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you want it to look that way, then get it. What's the big deal? There's no harm in that. It helps them make a little bit of money, and you get what you want. But the way they do things now, like, oh my goodness, it's a little crazy.
Yeah, because the game itself pays for the new FS whatever comes out
Yeah,
already.
right. So just put that in,
2 years.
that's my opinion anyway, chat. I just think it would be better for us as players, and I think it would be better for the game. Imagine you don't have to worry now. Every day that you work for Giants, you don't have to worry about coming up with a brand new game every 2 years. All you have to do is come up with ideas. Yo, guys, you remember in 17 and 19 when you could download the mod where if you were playing, here, it would give the weather pattern in that area? I like that idea. How can we make that better? Well, I think we could do XYZ. All right, put something together. I'll give you, what do you need? 2-3 weeks just to get a rough idea together? Yeah, all right, let me know. We'll have a meeting in 2-3 weeks. That's all. Put it together. See what it looks like. And then once you realize it's going to work, then you roll the concept out to us as players. And you put a little, trailer together. Again, gameplay. The biggest thing you ever see when a trailer comes out is everybody saying, is that real gameplay or is that just a standard cinematic trailer? So put it out there. Every time we show you a trailer, it's going to be real gameplay. That's all. This way everybody knows what it's going to be. And I think that would go a long way.
And that way, people that like to have like if they have like a favorite map, because that comes from time to time with most people. And if the newer game doesn't have their favorite map, at least if they just keep updating, they have that chance where they can still play around with their favorite maps, but still have an updated version.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to work. And then think about it from the modders' perspective. If they come out, like when they came out with 25, all the modders had to relearn the new Giant software stuff that goes into making their mods. Well, unless they make a drastic change to that, which that would be okay too, but at least it's not like every 2 years or every 3 years. It's just the base of the game. And then if there's any updates, then yes, they would have to reach out to the modders and say, hey, look, in order to get the graphics for the fields and all to look the way it does now, we had to make these changes. So you are going to have to make those changes in your mod. That's just the way it is. Okay, that's fine. So you go in, hopefully they're able to just update the mods, and you roll it in. You have the update go through with the mods, and you're good to go. I mean, they do it in American Truck Sim. On occasion, you'll get some mods in ATS that get kind of jacked up, but eventually they're able to go and get those updated, and you're good to go. It's different when no other game does it, but it's the opposite. All the other games that most of us play have those things that get done, and they do it successfully. So it's just a matter of them trying to figure it out if they want to figure it out. They may just want to make brand new games every 2 to 3 years. You know, like right now, we have no idea. We all assume that they were going to get back to the odd numbers and that they were going to do every 2 years, but we have no idea. Because like I said earlier, in theory, the brand new Farm Sim 27 should be coming out this November 27th. If you go by past experiences, that's what should happen. Now, if that's the case, you would think that their marketing would have started already to kind of say, hey, guess what we got coming out? Farm Sim 27. But I mean, unless something's been out there and I haven't heard it, I don't know if you guys have heard anything, but you know, even if they wait till 6 months, that would be what, June? Maybe May or June that we would probably start to hear stuff. Maybe they're waiting for some kind of con to take place in the spring or summer. So we'll have to see.
But I honestly think they should, like what Crew said, just keep updating the game. Like, you know, like, the games aren't gonna always be satisfied and, you know, there full time. Like, they are, but like me, for example, I have some maps that I enjoy playing on 22 that are not on 25. Or I have maps that I like to play on 19 that aren't on 25. So, like, it's just a bummer that you have to lose and, like, drop all your favorite maps just to play the newer game and have
Now
the capacity where
now to be
they just
fair,
have
to just play the other side of that, to be fair, what we don't know, the maps that you would like to play, are they from the mod hub?
Yeah.
So the only thing we don't know is, let's just say, for example, Lone Oaks was somebody's favorite. We don't know if the modder decided, no, I don't want to put that on 25.
Right. Yeah.
Right? That's the one thing that, you know, we don't know unless that was indicated by the modder, you know, that they didn't want to do that. So that would be something that potentially might not be Giant's fault. You know, because the modder just decided, yeah, I'm not going to work on that map anymore. I'm tired of it. You know,
Right.
as much as we may love it, they might be tired of seeing it. You know, we don't know.
Yeah, like, and I get very picky when it comes to mods. Like, if it's a newer mod, I do some research on it. I ask around to different farmers that play the game and see how they like the mod. And you know, like, I'll go onto like a random map and just test it and see if I like it, and if not, I'll uninstall it. But I find I go to Missy B's mods first and see, because, you know, I love her mods, but on the other side of that, like, all of the mods that Crew has on right now, they're on my map because, well, if Crew's playing with them, they must be pretty good.
Yeah, or we're in the process of testing them.
Right.
Me and Swede on 22. I can't tell you how many mods we dropped in and got rid of them the next day. We made sure we ran them through every kind of test you could think of.
Right.
And at least with us too, we were doing it on stream so everybody could see it.
Right, yeah.
And it was good because a lot of people, let's say we were having an issue with it, it may have been something we were doing or not doing, and at least somebody in chat could say, oh my gosh, no, hold on, crew, we had the same problem, you got to do this. And it was like, oh, there we go, now it works. Mad Spot is in the house. What's up, Mad Spot? How you doing, Brody? But, you know, look, it's like anything else in life we were just talking about. Everything is subject to all kinds of stuff.
It's
Like I said.
everybody that thinks GTA 6 is gonna be all that when it comes out. It's really not. It's really not gonna be all that they're expecting at release. Like, no game is. And like, they've said it and delayed it so many times that I'm at this point, I'm just at the point where I'm like, well, I'm just gonna wait and see until they release it. If release it.
Well, that's what hurts them the most is you get people hyped up and the next thing you know, you got to let them down, and that creates a lot of animosity. It's going pretty good, man. We're just getting some sugar beet together for the sugar mill. We already got silage, we got the cows, we got the chickens, they're fed, bedding is in. Now it's just putting in the grind. But yeah, it's, you know, it's a funny little fickle beast, but it's like that in every concept: food, sports, movies, television, gaming. You know, like I said, for me and others like me, I want to play Elden Ring. I want to enjoy the experience. I want to enjoy the story, but I can't, because I can't defeat the bosses. There's people out there that'll say, sucks to be you. I guess you just gotta learn how to play better. I love those. Those are funny. Well, actually, in all actuality, I don't have to learn how to play better. I can just not play the game. Or just put a button in there that makes the mode a little bit easier for people like me that want to experience the game. That's all.
Yeah.
No big deal. I have no problem with people that want to play it hardcore and they want it to be where, you know, they're going to die 35 times. To me, that's just an extreme waste of my time. Why do I want to fight a boss? I had people tell me, oh, bro, it took me 3 hours to beat the one boss. Bro, I got 4 kids, a house, a mortgage, a job, bills to pay. I can't spend 4 hours on one boss. You know, like, that seems kind of silly. But you make your game the way you want.
A grandson, like.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to keep dying? Like, how is that fun? No, there you go. Jaffa just said it. Who likes dying over and over? Yeah, I mean, there are some things that I'm accepting of. Like, if I made a mistake in the match, okay, you know, I dodged when I should have done something else. I get it. That's cool. But to die over and over, I mean, you guys have seen the videos of people smashing their keyboards, punching their monitor. What is this? Those are the people that I'm supposed to listen to? You must be out your mind. I'm going to listen to some psychopath who just broke his $500 computer or monitor because he couldn't beat, you know, the big guy.
Yeah, like me today, I went to the Lily at the dungeon
Yeah.
and tried to beat her. But I almost beat her, but she bit me in the ass the last second
Right.
4 times.
Sure.
So, nope. Ain't going back there.
Yeah.
Need to step up my gear a little better.
Yeah, and I'm okay with difficulty levels that are relative to your gear, right? So let's say
Yeah.
you have 4 zones on a map. Zone 1, fairly simple. Zone 2, a little harder. Zone 4, you best bring some good stuff. And you find that stuff en route to Zone 4. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Jaffa mentioned, like, him and I played Diablo the other day. We had to learn the pattern to which you migrated through this part of the map. You had to have 2 people or more. You had to step on this thing while the other person ran over here and stepped on something else.
Yeah.
You had to figure out.
You have a dungeon when you have to step in one place and you can't move. The other one has to go to the place you open to step on that place.
Correct.
To get.
Yep.
But that thing is that's a nice thing they've done in the game.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and Jaffa
dungeon.
loved it. We had a great
Yeah,
once
I
we
like it too.
yeah, once we understood that this is like a puzzle and you have to figure it out, that's fine. I don't care if I die 10 times trying to figure it out. That's okay.
No, me and Mouse went on there,
Yeah.
and suddenly he was on the other side,
Yeah.
like a glass screen
Yep.
from me on
Yeah.
the other side. What are you doing there? Come on here. I can't.
Yeah, like that's
Because you
fine.
need to kill the boss.
Yep. Because all that has to do is you figuring out the pattern
Yeah.
to how you progress. Same with gear. If I can't beat a boss because my gear is too low, well, as long as I have the ability to get the gear better, that's fine. But when you play games, you know, like those Souls-like games, I played Elden Ring. In the beginning of Elden Ring, there's a camp that you go to where you can save and do your upgrades. Just outside the camp, there is patrol, like a camp of enemies that patrol. I went over to that camp, fought them at least 30 times
Yeah.
so that I could get upgrades and get my level higher. But I guess the enemies scale to what you are. So essentially, I could still never beat the boss because I never got to a point where I overpowered the boss.
Yeah.
Now, again, my skill set might just be terrible for trying to fight those bosses, but I've played many games and have defeated bosses in games in years prior. I defeated all the enemies in the camp to the tune of, you know, maybe getting my character like 10, 11 levels higher than he was before. But, you know, the boss, just, I can't do it. Same with Expeditions 33. Now, I've been told that that has a difficulty setting now. I don't know if that's true or not. I would have to download the game or Google it. But Expeditions 33, I went through probably 25% of the game, didn't have a problem. And then all of a sudden I got to this one point and I can't beat the boss.
Yeah, I have a issue with one game
Which one?
that I play. It's what it's called.
Is it a game that we've played together?
Avatar. No, Avatar.
Avatar?
Yeah. it's
Okay.
Avatar.
I don't think I've ever played Avatar. Uh-oh.
And it's a good game.
Look,
Covered in the
look.
field.
look at my harvester.
Wiggle.
Oh my.
Wiggly.
That's not me, that's AI too. There he goes. Good lord. So Avatar, what? There's a fight that you can't get past?
No, you have a tool that you should use
Mm.
to fix a generator,
Okay.
and it doesn't work.
Just down, but I'll be right back.
All right, Amy. It doesn't work.
No.
So you bring the tool to where you have to bring it, but nothing happens?
Yeah, exactly. Because it says you press this like R2 and RB together and Y
Okay.
to get the thing to work. Then I looked it up on YouTube, and I tried to do the same thing that they suggested, but I couldn't do it.
Hmm.
So I can't move on from that map because one thing is cracked for Xbox.
Huh. I'd be curious to see.
Yeah, I can show you.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see that.
Mhm.
Because
Because
you've
I
seen
can't-
other people actually be able to do it, though, right?
Yeah, they have done it on YouTube. They showed me how to do it. and
Okay.
I tried to do it. What?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean,
So-
that's just our chat and here chat. You guys want to talk about other
Yeah.
stuff too? We can talk about other stuff. Just trying to keep, we got a lot of work we're doing here on the farm, so we're just trying to fill time.
And then I tried to do some other things on the map, like killing animals and collecting things
Yeah,
around the map
right.
instead. But in back of my mind, it's like pissing me off.
Yeah, of
because I
course.
want to do it.
Yeah, you want to get through that
Like-
part,
Yeah, and it says in the menu on the screen you need to do that to proceed to the next.
Yeah, you're pretty much dead in the water if you can't get that to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's not fun.
No.
But
And
yeah.
when you look at the screen, it says you have three bullets
Uh-huh.
in the gun to make it work. But when you try to do it, it doesn't work.
And that's same game?
Yep.
Okay.
Same game.
I don't think I ever even looked at Avatar. What is it, like a role play game?
Yep.
Okay,
Play game.
gotcha.
But the graphics on the Avatar, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
It's so good. So they have two maps actually, so you know.
Okay.
On Avatar they have. So I'm gonna try the other map and see if that
Okay.
works better.
It's funny when we talk about games, multiplayer. I
Yeah.
personally think, almost all games should have a multiplayer aspect to them. Just because
Full level.
Yeah, just because, you're trying to, this isn't the days of old where your buddy had to come over your house to play a video game. You want people to connect all around the world. You want,
Yeah, like you and me.
yeah, I mean, you and I, if it wasn't for Farm Sim playing together, we probably wouldn't really know each other,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I play with you from Sweden, Amy's from Canada, Jinx is from Aruba, Vic is from another
That's
state.
Yeah.
Um,
Gallows.
Gallows in another state. So I think most games, and I understand single player, I get it, but maybe have some kind of co-op or multiplayer aspect to them. Like, I'll use Subnautica as an example. I love Subnautica, the game. I typically don't play it because it's strictly single player, and I really do think that game would be 10 times better and played more often from people and stream if it had a co-op multiplayer aspect to it. You know, they had the expansion or it wasn't really Subnautica 2, it was like an expansion or something, but it was a separate game. And I hear they're doing Subnautica 2. I haven't heard much else. I don't know if it'll be multiplayer. But Subnautica might be a game that I go back to and just try to play it single player, because it's a great game. It's such a fun game, but being able to play that with a friend would take it next level for me. And there's a lot of games. That's just one example. You know, there's a lot of games out there that that I think would be good, you know, with the co-op multiplayer experience. Again, the foundation of all this conversation is just choices. Playing the game the way you want to.
You know the game's like,
And have fun. Bring me.
I'm gonna get off here for a little bit because I'm getting a little bit of a headache, but I'll be back later on.
All right, Amy, no problem. Feel better.
played it on the PC I have.
Make sure you're hydrated.
Played it on the PC I have.
Yeah, that's fine.
But how is the Rome game work on that PC?
The what?
That Rome game you want to play on the
Yeah, they're all good. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had Norse on my wish list since it popped up.
Nice.
Just to, you know, I most games that I come across, I just put them on the wish list so I don't forget about them. Because there's a lot of games on Steam.
Want grass?
It's so overwhelming. How many options you have.
What was that, Swede?
The grass.
What about it?
What do you want it?
Same place.
At the hay?
Yeah,
Oh,
just to be made into hay and silo. That's all we're going to use the grass for.
okay.
Yeah, PC gaming is overwhelming because there's so many games that I can play.
Yeah.
Gotta go play that.
Yep. Let me go check
'Cause I can play
on
Samurai Warriors 4.
this. Caro is all
This
done.
was on PlayStation, but it's on PC now too.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation games on top of that.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm playing Wasteland 3 right now. I'm gonna
That's
start
cool.
over because I did stuff completely wrong.
Do you want
Fixed
me
some
to
stuff wrong. I like the Wasteland. I
plant
enjoyed it
something on the field?
When I was playing it on Xbox.
What was that, Swede?
Should I seed anything on the field?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it when I was playing it on Xbox 3.
Yeah, let's
It's like XCOM but more dark.
I would say
Yeah.
love you too, bro. Yeah, we could do another let's do oat. Because we're gonna need to sell crop to make money on the farm here. Because I think that's all we need, right? The straw, grass, feed, which we can feed the chickens the wheat. And that's pretty much it. There's no need to really do any other crops. Because we're not going to be using them for anything.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, so I would say just put some oat in that field and we'll be good to go. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything else, Jaffa, last night, if you're still here, last night I did Pit 57 solo, which I believe that's the furthest I've ever gotten. My character is, when I tried Pit 60. Took a little bit longer to kill them. The bigger problem was because it took longer to kill them, I then, you know, was more susceptible to being killed quicker. So I feel that hit 57, 58, that's probably going to be the limit for the gear that I have. So we're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to start hitting all the other stuff. Now, what I would like to do, if you guys are available, if you wanted to run,
I want to run yeah, hello.
yeah, I want to get the season stuff finished. I need to get the divine stuff finished. I got to run.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to run the horde mode stuff. And I got to get the bosses. We got to start working on the lair bosses to get the better gear drops. Need more coins to complete the season pass. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Like I said on the stream here for Farm Sim, I will be uploading.
Yeah, fall asleep.
I'm good till I fall asleep. There you go. So he doesn't have to work tonight, so that's good. Just do me a favor. Make sure any beverages you have between now and sleepy time are not the beverages that'll put you asleep. You know, he's gonna sit back with a nice glass of red. He's gonna be asleep in about an hour and a half. You know what I mean?
Hello.
What was that, sweet?
Oat. You said oat.
Out? What's out?
The seed.
Seeds out? What do you mean?
Oat.
Oh, oat. Yeah. Yeah, let's do oat because it sells at a higher price.
Oh, the geese.
It'll be when you hear that thud. That means I fell asleep and probably banged my head. That's fine. We'll just have to kick you from the party. That's all. No big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the first thing I want to do on Diablo today is going to be get working the season pass as best I can. Because there's a lot of stuff in the season pass that you get that, from what I've heard, is really, really good. And if I'm working on it and we're in a party together, that means you guys are getting it done too. So, you know, that would be beneficial for all parties. What torment level are you on, Swede?
That depends on
The character?
yep.
Do you have a torment 3?
I don't know if we managed tier 1. I know
Okay.
that's on right now.
Okay.
It's level 100 and whatever.
Gotcha.
50 something.
Blasting some ships in Skull and Bones. There you go. Skull and Bones is actually a fun game. Me and Vic and his buddy Warlock, I believe it was, were playing Skull and Bones for a little while. There's a lot of games I still want to play. I've just, you know, I'm trying to zero in on the role-play type games now. There goes Amy Lou. So what I'm going to do is Hogwarts was the first one. Oh, and I guess what? I heard last night Hogwarts 2.
Oh.
Hogwarts 2. Look out.
Hope it's multiplayer. I hope it's multiplayer.
Yep. They definitely want to make it multiplayer. They're also they're creating a game. I think it'll be separate. I don't know if it's going to be included in 2, but it seems like they're going to make a multiplayer Quidditch game where you can actually play Quidditch in a multiplayer aspect. and play against,
that's
you know,
nice.
other teams and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. The graphics on the Quidditch one look a little different, a little more bright. But from what I saw, it looks really cool. No need to apologize,
you're
Amy.
good.
You don't
You're
feel
good,
good.
Amy.
Hey, look, if I didn't feel good, I'd shut it down. You know, I'd be like, hey guys, I
too.
can't stream anymore. You
Me
know,
too.
yeah, me and Swede know all too well about the not feeling
Headache.
good. And,
Yeah.
you know, usually me and Swede's day started off, especially
How you feeling?
last year. Yeah. You good? No, not today. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Hope you feel better.
Exact- Later.
Yeah, me, Swede, Vic, you know, we're at that age and have had things happen to us where, you know, I remember especially Vic because, you know, with his back pain being severe, you know, there's days, you know, we would go to bed, get ready, yo, man, see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to get on AT. All right, sure. 8 days later, yo, bro,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't get out of bed for 3 days. You know, like it happens.
Mhm. Yeah, like me, I had a headache for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Anyway,
Now, just make sure you
And
you know
I
you ate,
ate
hydration. You know, make sure you know that you're hydrated. You have food. If you have allergy medicine, make sure you took it. And then if rest helps, you know, everybody's got different tricks for headaches. I know for me, rest does help, but sleeping sometimes doesn't help. My wife, she could get a migraine as long as she can go to sleep for a couple hours. She typically will wake up feeling better. For me, not so much. But yeah, you know, we're going to run Hogwarts to the end, and then after that, we have a couple different options on the next roleplay game that we're going to do after that. We have Dragon Age Inquisition. Still contemplating Witcher 3. Now that we've talked about Subnautica, you know, maybe we can do something with Subnautica. You know, there's a lot of different things, you know, that we could put together. But yeah, when I saw Hogwarts 2 last night, I was like, now I didn't hear any time frame. I'll try to dig deeper to see if there's a time frame. But I'm just glad to hear, you know, that they really want to continue with this story. And from what I heard, the story's going to pick up right after the original Hogwarts.
oh, that's good.
So if you didn't play the first one, it doesn't mean you can't play the second, but you know, you may not know the full story unless, you know, maybe you watch somebody play it and you already know what's going on. But that I like that idea. They did say multiplayer is pretty much almost a must, so that's good to hear. So, you know, it's all good. Now, piggybacking off of what we spoke about earlier, though, how cool would it have been if Hogwarts was the base game and this wasn't a new game coming out? They were just adding on so that the story can continue.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine being able to take your existing character and just roll
would
it
be
right
cool.
in to the new expansion, we'll say, right? That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Now for new Hogwarts 2, more than likely, you got to start over, create a new character,
Yeah.
but you pick up where the story left off. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the gaming's got to change the thought process now.
Mhm.
Continuation games like that would be so much better. You spent 2-3 years
More
building.
More fun.
Yeah, you spent 2-3 years building your character, getting the skills memorized. All they have to do is just, link together that new part of the game and have it pick up in a difficulty level that would be for somebody who's played the game all the way through. Instead of starting the creatures and the enemies off at 1, you have them at 10 because you already completed the first part of the game.
Yeah, and set you can choose the levels yourself, the difficulties.
Yeah. And then
Like
just
in
have your
Diablo
existing character.
1, 2, 3, whatever.
That's it. And just have your existing character continue on. To me, that would be, oh my gosh, that would be so cool to have those scenarios play out like that. Hey, Chad, I'm going to go grab a bowl of cereal. I'm going to go hit the restroom, stretch my legs. I will be right back.
See you. Like, Yoda! How you doing? Crew is stretching his leg. He be right back. Goes good on the farm. So far so good. Now it's Swede talking, not Crew. No, Crew is stretching his leg. Yeah, that's the sweet guy. Yeah, that's me.
Yo, Yoda Phil, what's up, buddy?
Now the real voice come back. He hears voices too.
What's happening, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I know what. Yeah. Yeah. He don't mind.
He's like, oh, he's here. Time to go.
See ya.
Excuse me. All right, we're coming down the home stretch on this field. Let's see, how much do we have?
Have no seeds left.
$1.4. Wow, look at how that tips the trailer. The back tires aren't even hitting the ground. Now, if I remember correctly, we have to plow after sugar beet, right?
3 harvests on the sugar beet.
Hmm. I don't know. It says needs plowing. Yeah,
Okay.
you probably we have to replant each time.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Sugar cane, you get 3. I know that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Excuse me. This doesn't work on on that. That's odd. That grass field is all done too, right?
Yep.
Nice.
We have a little problem.
What's that?
We have no seed.
Okay. You just buy it at the shop.
Okay.
Just have to purchase it, I guess. Or if there's a one of those
We don't have it on the.
that don't, that's
the-
only a mod, right?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
don't have it.
Yeah, we'll have to put that.
Unfortunately.
We'll have to add that in.
Mm.
We have a mulcher at the yard, right? Is that little thing?
Yeah, the little thing.
Okay.
The little thing.
All right, what do we have? One, maybe two passes left, and that'll all be finished. More than likely, it'll be two passes, so we'll go up this end. We're going to end up with over 3 million liters of sugar beet. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Honestly, we may wind up, in order to make production go better, we may be placing multiple production units down for the, you know, like to make sugar, butter, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably produce goods faster than the production units do. Hey, Daketh. How are you, buddy? Great to see you. Waiting on some pizza, huh? There you go. Doing a lot better? Nice, bro. Glad to hear it, man. Great to see you. Glad you're feeling better. All right, last row on the sugar beet. You got the game? Is what game's that? Farm Sim? Just sugar beat it. Just sugar beat it. Come around here. Don't want no sweet tooth? No. Or doctor visit? Baby steps? Is that the actual name of the game? Baby steps? That's interesting.
Sugar in the morning.
Sugar in the evening, yeah. Sugar cane? We could probably do sugar cane at some point, yeah. We can mix it up a wee bit. Oh boy, let me finish, let me finish, let me finish, let me finish. Let me finish. Thank you. There you go, there you go. Fold header. Wipe out. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy it. What's the premise of the game? Is it a shooter? Is it simulator game? To walk up a mountain. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. So good luck with that. That'll be awesome. Full open so you can go anywhere. Nice. And the basis of the game is to get to the summit. I assume, right? Any way you need to get there. So do you actually go and get like upgraded hiking gear and mountain climbing gear? Or is it basically you're climbing like you would in Assassin's Creed? Or do you actually put like rock climbing?
Rider.
No way, really? Think walking simulator, but easy to fall down. That's wild. Actually, let's do this. He said, oh, Jeff is here. There goes the neighborhood. Your excuse me. Your tiers. I figure for 19 bucks worth a try. Your tears look flat. The ones running down my face. What tears are flat? What tears? Tires. Tires. Probably trying to say tires. Is that correct? $3.2 million liters of sugar beet. How about that? Oh, Jaffa, you already watched a few streams of it, huh? Okay. So a walking simulator game. What will they think of next?
Bowling simulator.
Falling simulator? Yeah, that could be.
Bowling.
Oh, no kidding. Mystical likes the game? That's cool. Yeah, we'll have Falling Simulator. The game will be called Please Stand Up. Please Stand Up. That can't be copyrighted, right? It's just one sentence.
No. I don't think so.
All right. Yeah, we need a sitting sim. Barbershop simulator. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, sleeping sim. I mean, you already have streamers that just stream themselves sleeping.
Yeah.
I'll never understand that, but I guess by saying that, it's kind of odd because there's some weird people in the world, and it's not surprising that there's people out there that'll watch people sleeping. So I guess that statement isn't entirely true. All right, I just wanted to make sure that dump and pickup were the same location. So it looks like it is. I mean, I find it kind of weird to just watch somebody sleeping. Oh, crap. Tip side. There we go. Okay, so that's all full. You can do what? Watch people sleep in stream? Went to work, cleaned out the sink in the guest house, then came home. There you go. I hope this takes potato. I think it's a multi-fruit.
Potato.
Yeah, I think it's a multi-fruit. Now you're here.
Yoda.
Well, we appreciate you being here, Yoda. Thank you for... it's not multi-fruit.
Is it?
Summon a batch.
Son of a batch.
You can stream me sleeping? You could. I mean, you should try it. Why not? What the hell you got to lose? Okay. I don't know if we have a multi-fruit silo. All right, so we're gonna have to get a multi-fruit silo. Okie dokie. All right, let's get that. All right, we have plow working. Let's take a look at productions. All right, grass. We have 1.1 million in grass being worked. We have 617,000 hay, 550,000 silage. So that's good. Greenhouse is pumping out strawberries like crazy. Sugar, it holds 720,000 liters. Can we, oh, I wonder if that upgrade thing for production works on console. I don't think so. We'll have to look. Animals, chicken coop is good. They haven't produced eggs yet, but I didn't expect them to, so that's fine. And we're good with the cows. TMR. Oh, we need mineral feed for the cows, I bet. I did not think of the mineral feed. But I would assume that that's part of it. Because that automatic feeder is probably not going to work without the mineral feed. Yep. Hey, Buddha. How you doing, buddy? Okay. So, shop. How you doing, buddy? Might be able to just do this real quick. You bastard. Oh, do you have to add that? Maybe we have to add it. Hold on. Where's the trigger?
Get some solid fruit when you're there.
What was that, Sweet?
Solid fertilizer, can you get some?
Probably have to make another trip. Yep.
Okay. I have a trailer with seeds. So, I mean, you could take...
Why won't you hook up, you freaking bastard?
Bastard. Tractor.
Excuse me. Take this old ass tractor, and it's a nice tractor though. I like these old looking tractors. Shh, all quiet on the farm, cruise, concentrate, true. I know, this is nice. I like these old ones.
What are you having? Seeds. Mineral feed. Okay.
Yeah, for the cows,
Mm-hmm.
because that auto feeder won't work without it.
No, I have a silo for that on the farm.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a playthrough. We're going to start off.
We have it.
What's that?
I put down a silo for that on the farm.
Silo for what?
Mineral field.
What, like an auto one?
Yeah, that you can buy it from. And fill it up
Where's that at?
at the garage, at the house.
Oh,
At the-
okay. I didn't know that. Cool. What you call my wife, crew?
A bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking in there. See, I like when they do the engine there, some detail. Pizza's here, gonna go eat up. Be back soon. Yeah, man, do your thing, bro. Yeah, we're gonna do probably after April. We're gonna do we're hoping to put together a playthrough similar to the one that we had started on Pleasant Valley, the Dagenet map that eventually we weren't able to get into anymore. Not Dagenet's fault, just system faults or whatever was going on with the updates and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be starting off, you know, with like real old equipment. Like something like this would definitely be in the mix. I would like to see more though, yeah, of the older equipment but with extreme detail. Like, this is cool. I would like to see a little more detail in the engine, though. Right? I'd like to see I like the contrast. I like when they don't paint it all the one color. Like, you see some of the silver, you see the lines, connections, filters, all that stuff. That's what I want to see. That's the kind of stuff that just takes it to the next level.
You need to have imagination, Chris.
Oh, I've got your imagination.
Are you sure?
Some say I see
I
things.
saw one. You see things?
That's just my imagination.
What are you smoking?
I imagine I see some things.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah, it needs the fatter tires on it, but it is a good-looking tractor. See, like, I would like to be able to paint different colors on that, make the engine a little more silver, gray color, maybe, or like, I know they did a lot of engines, like blue. You know, little things like that would be kind of cool. So I have not streamed on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel that I'm trying to build. I do have a lot of videos that I posted on I did a practice stream the other day, but I wouldn't count that as streaming on YouTube. Still debating on whether or not I'm actually going to stream on YouTube or if we're just going to keep posting videos. Right now I'm trying to find, you know, what's going to work for me over there. The most successful stuff that I've had over there has been the Farm Sim challenges, some Total War stuff. Oddly enough, a couple Minecraft videos. You should be able to go to, if you hit exclamation point, YouTube. Or if you just want to look it up, it's the same name, Dodgel Crew, all capitals. Okay, mineral feed is in. Huh, it's not in there? That's odd. Alright, I'll have to go into Stream Elements and see what's going on. I apologize for that. We had it set up. It was in there for the longest time. I'll have to see, maybe when we change computers, maybe Stream Elements got some kind of hiccup. Okay. Are you on computer, Phil? If you're on computer, underneath the stream, if you scroll down, you should see a link. You should see a link there. If you're on mobile, see if that, hopefully that works. Yeah, I'll have to go back in Stream Elements. And what did you need, Sweet? Some fert?
Yeah.
Why didn't I just reset it back? You're on cell phone? Okay, so you won't be able to go underneath the stream. Gotcha. My apologies. Alright, fertilizer. It was on there for the longest time. I wonder what happened. It's a little baffling. Or if anybody in stream is on computer, you just copy and the link should, well, that probably won't work either. All right, heading over with 7,000 liters of fur.
Okie dokie.
Wow, this tractor does 16 miles an hour. Yeah, but these are cool, man. Like, look at that. That's as basic as you can get right there. But it does look cool. Sounds cool. But yeah, we got to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube. And then we need, what was it, 3,000 watched minutes? So if you guys get a chance, if you're not already subbed over there, you know, drop a sub. It's free, just like a follow. And if you get an opportunity to watch some videos, you know, watch them. Leave some comments if you want. I'm actually going to do a test today now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to take a look at the minutes watched, and I'm going to pull up one of my videos and just let it play in the background. And I want to see if it knows if you're watching your own videos or not. Sound too much like work to me, baby. That's right. Got to punch in and punch out. Get Uncle Sam his part. And we're actually going to be getting ready here shortly to raid out too, because we got a couple things I gotta. I'm on ETS doing a Valentine delivery. Then figure, yeah, absolutely, that's awesome. I actually have 2 more deliveries I think on Valentine's to get that done. But yeah, we'll be fixing the raid out here in a few minutes because I got a couple errands to run this afternoon. But when I get back, we'll hit up some Diablo for you, Mr. Swede and Jaffa. Try to be in an alert state. Sounds good. We'll be hopeful.
batteries.
All right, there you go. 4,600 liters. Got 2,400 left over here. Okay. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah, we gotta say them prayers for Jeff, maintain his awake status. Gonna be like, yo, do you hear that noise? What's that noise in the background? Sounds like somebody sawing wood. And you don't know, I've been away for some 29 hours already. Yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot. My goodness.
Får försöka synka det där med Excel Butt. Butt? Vad ska jag alltid Butt? Excel Butt. Synka med hans grejer där så han kan skriva dem där också. Han borde starta en kö och skriva ja. Så får det bli, typ. Jag ska klura lite. Jag vill putta till den lite.
How you making out there, Mr. Swede? All right, we're going to get a raid on real quick. Let's go. Let's see. Who do we want to raid into? Let's take a look. Let's go. Hmm. So I fell asleep, huh? Yeah, maybe you stepped away. May have stepped away. Hawkeye Gaming. All right, let's go right into Hawkeye Gaming. He's somebody new, so we'll go on over, say hello. All right, let's type in Hawkeye Gaming. There we go. All right, we're going to get this raid started. Guys, thank you so much for coming out and hanging with me. Mr. Swede, Amy Lou, if you're still listening, thanks for helping out on the farm. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. Please be good, be safe, be blessed. We will see you again very soon. And hopefully we'll be able to come back out. Maybe we'll hit up some Diablo on stream too. So keep an eye out for us here on Twitch, over on the other side on Green. Make sure you hit those follow buttons. Check us out on YouTube. Smash that sub button. Drop a comment. Drop some likes. Help out the channel. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Be good. Be safe. This is Crew, and I'm out.